send a chat message. Your friend sees it almost instantly. A stock price changes and thousands of screens update together. In a multiplayer game, another player moves and your screen reacts before you can think about it. That feels like the server is speaking directly to your browser. But ordinary web requests do not work that way. The browser asks, the server answers. So how can a server deliver a new update the moment it exists without the browser constantly knocking on its door? Think about loading your profile page. Your browser sends a request. Give me Jeet's profile. The server finds the data, builds a response, and sends it back. That is HTTP request response. One side asks first, the other side replies. HTTP connections can be reused with Keep Alive, so it is not always a brand new TCP connection underneath. But the conversation still has a strict shape. Request, then response. If nothing asked for an update, the server has no response slot in which to send one. That is perfect for fetching a product page. It is awkward for live data. Imagine you are waiting for a delivery. Instead of receiving a notification, you call the courier every 5 seconds. Any update? Any update? Any update. That is polling. A browser sends a normal HTTP request at a fixed interval. The server answers with the newest data or with nothing useful yet. If you poll every 5 seconds, an event can sit there for almost 5 seconds before the next question arrives. Poll every second and the delay improves. But now you create 60 checks per minute for every connected user. Many of those checks return empty-handed. Polling is not wrong. It is often the right trade-off for a dashboard that refreshes once a minute. The problem appears when the update must feel immediate. With 10,000 clients polling every second, the server receives roughly 10,000 requests every second, even when nothing has changed. Each cycle still carries HTTP request and response work, routing, headers, authentication checks, logging, and application handling. Reusing TCP reduces connection setup, but it does not remove those repeated no-op conversations. The client keeps asking because HTTP does not let the server start the next sentence. Can we make the client ask once and wait longer? HTTP long polling is like calling a service desk and staying on the line. The client sends a request for updates. If the server has an update, it responds right away. If it has nothing, it deliberately holds that request open instead of replying with an empty result. When a new message arrives, the server completes the waiting response. The client receives it and immediately opens another long poll request ready for the next update. That removes most empty responses and can make updates feel fast. Still, each delivery ends one HTTP exchange and requires another request to be created. Long polling is a clever bridge, not a permanent conversation. Every request has a timeout somewhere, in the browser, a proxy, a load balancer, or the server itself. When the timeout happens, the client reconnects and starts waiting again. The server must also keep track of many requests that are waiting but doing no work yet. More importantly, data only travels inside a response to a client request. That is enough for notification feeds and some older real-time systems. But a chat room or game has two parties that both need to talk whenever they need to. For that, we need a different agreement. WebSocket begins with HTTP because browsers and servers already understand HTTP. The browser sends a handshake request asking to upgrade the connection. With the classic HTTP/1.1 form, a server that agrees replies with status 101, switching protocols. RFC 6455, published in 2011, defines what happens next. The same underlying TCP connection stops carrying ordinary HTTP request response messages and starts carrying WebSocket frames. The handshake is the introduction. The WebSocket is the open phone line after it. No request has to be created before every new message. This is the key property, full-duplex. Full-duplex means the browser can send a message at the same time the server sends another message back. Neither side waits for the other side to ask first. In a chat app, you can send hello while the server delivers a reply from someone else. In a stock dashboard, the server can publish a new price the moment it receives one. In a multiplayer game, each player can send input while receiving the other player's movements. The connection remains open until one side closes it or the network breaks. That makes real-time feel natural rather than simulated. An open WebSocket is powerful, but it is not magic. TCP gives ordered, reliable delivery while that connection remains alive. It does not guarantee that a mobile user who loses signal will receive every event after reconnecting. Production systems still need reconnection logic, heartbeats or ping-pong checks, and sometimes sequence numbers or replay APIs. The server also holds state for every live connection, so 100,000 idle sockets are a real capacity decision. Developers who treat a WebSocket like a free global pipe usually meet that lesson during an incident. persistent connections buy low latency. They also create operational responsibility. Use regular HTTP when the client wants data once, occasionally, or on demand. Loading an old chat history, submitting a checkout form, fetching a user profile, and calling a CRUD API all fit HTTP beautifully. It is cache-friendly, easy to debug, and scales through familiar infrastructure. Use polling when an occasional refresh is acceptable and implementation simplicity wins. Consider long polling when you need server-to-client updates but cannot maintain WebSockets. Choose WebSockets when updates are frequent, low latency, and truly two-way. Live collaboration, chat presence, market feeds, multiplayer games, and control panels that must react immediately. So the question was, how can a server update a browser the moment something changes? With plain HTTP, the browser must first create the request that receives the answer. Polling repeats that request. Long polling keeps one request waiting. WebSocket changes the arrangement after a handshake. It creates a long-lived, two-way message channel over TCP, so either side can speak whenever it has something worth saying. That is why it fits real-time systems so well. And that is why using it to fetch one profile page would be needless complexity. Good system design is not choosing the newest protocol. It is choosing the conversation pattern your data actually needs.